Blue face, baby.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning into my channel, Gigi's Reality. I'm your girl, Gigi, and we have to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Porsha's having a baby special. This first episode definitely gave us a little bit more insight to her and Dennis's relationship. Basically, both of them are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and their family definitely has a little bit of drama as well, but that's going to come later on in the parts of the episode. So first, before we get into talking about that, can you do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button? I say this every time. It is free 99. Nothing's better than free. It don't charge you nothing, and become a part of the fam. And in future videos, if you're lucky, you will hear a special shout out from me, your girl Gigi. So first up, the episode opens with these two numbnuts doing a photo shoot. I mean, Porsha was cute or whatever, but the fact that she was struggling to get her big ass up on that bed had me hurt. She was like, how did I get up here in the first place? And then Dennis had to help her up. But the photo shoot was cute, and you know, they were all snuggled up and stuff. And then this heifer comes back with a plate full of hot dogs, obviously because he's the hot dog king. And Dennis tried to stick the whole damn thing in her mouth, and that just goes to show a little insight on him. It's always those little weird, like ugly looking ones that, you know, you can tell we do like in the freaky stuff in the bedroom, but they like to keep it, you know, under wraps. They like closeted freaks. But Porsha took the hot dog and then shoved it in her mouth herself, so we obviously know how little PJ got in there. So towards the end of the photo shoot, Porsha can't get off the bed, so Dennis is literally like hollering her ass by her ankles and sliding her off the bed. Y'all, when he did that, I lost it, because I'm like, I know it is not that hard to get off this bed. But then, like, we kind of get to a scene where they're driving home. Basically, they have a 2-hour commute. Now, that would annoy the hell out of me, like, having to drive 2 hours to and from my house. Like, if I need to go to the store and grab a carton of eggs and some milk, I don't want to have to drive 2 hours. Like, let me get 20 minutes or less. So I get why Dennis wants to find a place, you know, closer to home. Porsha, she's not really, you know, in a rush because she has her own place now. But she's not really getting where Dennis is coming from. She wants to have a cash for her stomach, so she invites Shamia over. Shamia and Lauren are helping her do like a little pregnancy cast on her stomach that's real popular. You basically do a mold of it with some clay. And Shamia came over with her baby. I guess her and Porsha have reconciled, because we know they kind of got into it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta previously. And as they're doing the stomach, you know, she's talking about, okay, should I get a nanny? Do you have a nanny? And, well, what I do if somebody knocks at the door? Like, she was asking all these questions, and basically Lauren was like, I do not know if this girl is prepared for what is getting ready to happen with her and this baby. And I definitely believe it. You know, like, first-time moms, they kind of have an idea, but they don't really get, like, how intense it's going to be having a child. And so they start talking about, you know, like, why is Dennis's stuff literally, like, crammed in the corner or crammed in the basement? And she's, like, not in a rush to make room for him, which is also making Dennis mad. Like, Porsha, you can't want him to move in with you, but then you're not making space for him at the same time. So Lauren brings up a point, like, well, he's obviously going to feel some type of way. And Shamia's like, he don't want to feel like, oh, I'm moving into my woman's house. No man wants to feel like that. And that's true. Like, a man wants to feel like, you know, he is the provider of the household, and that he, you know, did something for his family, and he can't really do that when he's moving into your spot and you secluded him to the damn basement. Because when early in the scene, when they talk about cleaning out his old shit, like, down in the basement, he literally had everything there, and Porsha's upstairs with her shit in the closet. Like, there's no problem. So she goes out with Gary with the T. We all know him from Destination. They work together. They go to a baby store, and, you know, looking for clothes and stuff. Okay, them clothes, too expensive. All right, I'm not buying my baby no shit more than $20 because they're going to grow out in 2 weeks. I'm not doing it. $100, no. $20 and under is the cap for a newborn baby. I can't with these expensive ass Oshkosh Gosh and Bye Bye Baby and all that type of stuff. It ain't happening. But she's, you know, kind of telling him about the baby shower. She wants this Winter Wonderland theme. And now Dennis has decided that he wants to do like a comedy slam instead of a speech. Well, Gary was right. He had something had to do a laugh sign because it's gonna be horrible. And as we saw in the episode, it was. So the Dennis, his mom, Porsha, Lauren, and Portia's mom were all sitting down at the table and talking about, the house. Well, actually, no, let me back up. Porsha and Dennis actually went to look for houses. And they go to this first house, that's close to his job. But the problem is, it literally looks like a rapper's house. They go in, and the first thing you see is a bar. And then you see a wine cellar. And then you go upstairs, and it's literally an inside pool. Okay, that's my dog, Chico. He obviously don't care. I guess you can say hi, Chico. So Portia's like, this ain't a baby house. They got 6 bedrooms. And she's like, let me get out of here before you feel like you're going to have women shaking their ass in front of you. Like, that house definitely is not suited for, like, a family, like a newborn kid at that. But then, let's fast forward to when they're talking. She's talking with the family, and, they're talking about trying to find a house and everything, and what they're dealing with. And Porsha has a problem with Dennis, like, always saying stuff when, they're together, but then when it comes time to confront his mom, he always wants to revert back into his shell. So Porsha doesn't feel like he is a mama's boy, and it's very clear that to me that he also is a mama's boy. And I would not be able to handle that. Don't be saying something to me, and then when your mama get here, like, you got an issue with telling her about it. And then out of nowhere, Dennis wants to be like, well, I put an offer in on the house. And as soon as he said that, Porsha loses it. She starts crying, and she's like, no, y'all not gonna tell me this is okay. This is not what communication is. And she goes upstairs and throws shoes down the bottom, and everybody's looking like, what? But I get what Portia's saying, like, you're not just going to put money in a house and then without telling me, especially if we're in a relationship. On that part, I do understand Porsha. So when we go, Lauren goes upstairs to check on her, and this is where Porsha kind of reveals what it was like being with Cordell. When she was with Cordell, they agreed that they would both sell their properties to purchase another one. And Porsha basically said, when we broke up, I had to move into my mom's house. And then to my surprise, he's back at his old house. So basically, Cordell pulled the okie doke on her, and he was just renting his house out. And Porsha was like, I don't want to feel like that ever again. Like, I, did something for a man, and I gave up all my stuff. I got to uproot my life for a man. Cordell did her dirty, so she's definitely got some trust issues with Dennis. And then she actually, come to find out that he actually kind of did the same thing. He told Porsha that he sold it, but then in the midst of a conversation, he was like, well, I'm renting the house or what. And then she's like, what? Renting the house? So he kind of got caught with that, and Porsha definitely is letting that, get the best of her. But I definitely would have been like Porsha, like, don't be putting no offer in on the house, especially one that was like that. Like, that definitely was not suited for a newborn baby. So they got to do the finalization for the baby shower, and they go to the building. It was really pretty. She wants to do this rose gold Winter Wonderland theme. She's got rose gold ballerinas, and she's there with Dennis, and then the mom shows up, but you can kind of tell Porsha was like, iffy with her being there. You could just tell, like, the vibe shifted. And she's like, I really want to redo because the gender reveal was not what I wanted. Yeah, it did a flashback to her ass crying. We all saw that. She's like, I wanted a carnival. It's not a carnival. Like, okay, Porsha. But now she's going to redo it and do this whole baby shower. Well, her and Lauren sit down, and they kind of talk about her breakdown. And she was just like, Lauren was saying, like, you need to explain this to Dennis because to him, he thought he was doing a good thing. And, you're sitting here crying. He doesn't understand, what you feel like. And as that conversation is going on, Dennis is talking with his mom, and she's putting her little 2 cents in, basically saying, Porsha needs to allow you to be the man of the house. She should let you take charge. I think I need to talk to her. Maybe I should talk to her. And Dennis was like, nah, like, this is my relationship. This is my business. I can't be coming here and telling you everything. Like, you need to stay out of it. Which is true, because sometimes, mother-in-laws can definitely when they have strong opinions, mess up a relationship. So he's like, no, I'll deal with it. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna do this like comedy thing, and he brings up the fact that Porsha loves honey baked ham. And Porsha's like, I do honey baked ham with eggs, I'll do honey baked ham by itself, I'll be in the refrigerator picking it apart, and it's like spiral ham. She's like, I'll do it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, obviously those pregnancy cravings are a lot. And so we finally get to the day of the baby shower, and Porsha's super turned. She had this custom-made dress to match with everything. And I laughed when her designer came in, was like, oh, I knocked it, came in, I'm glad you don't live in a black neighborhood. Because that's true. You can't just be walking into black people's house and get your ass shot. And she puts on the dress, everything's good, but she's talking about how her vagina has elongated, so she's going to need something to cover it up. And he's like, I got you. I'm going to give you like a little undercovering. And Dennis, he was practicing his comedy stuff with a dog, and obviously that doesn't go well. So she is so nervous about what it's going to turn out like. And she finally, you know, everybody's getting ready and stuff, and she oh no, we see, you know, everybody arriving at the place, and to my surprise, Kenya's there, Monique from Potomac Housewives is there, Marlo's ass is there, who obviously I don't like. If you've watched my videos in the past, can't stand her ass. And they're all talking about, you know, kids and stuff like that, and Monique, like, put in a comment about what you should do if you want to have a boy, and, like, they were talking about some little freaky deaky stuff, like Kama Sutra stuff. And so she shows up, and Porsha was turned. She did her little dance and stuff on the inside, and everything was really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, she did a really good job with the baby shower. And she goes up there, sits down, and then Gary, you know, comes in and introduces the man who impregnated Porsha, and then his ass with his little bald-headed self walks in. And he starts to do his little comedy speech, and it is a flop. And here comes Gary with the T with this laugh sign, and it makes everybody crack up. Thank goodness Gary with the T was there with his petty, shady ass. And Dennis actually tried to roast his Porsha's mom, and then Lauren talking about, ain't it amazing how single people always got the advice for people in a relationship? That low-key was a dig. And that really do be happening. But you know, everything turns out fine. Everybody's doing their fake laughing, and she's super happy with the way the baby shower turned out. She's saying that her and Kenya now are more close, that they both had babies. I find it a little odd that Kenya's trying to be, you know, real lovey-dovey with her. I think she's trying to get another in to the housewives, because Kenya to me is just too calculated. I'm sorry, she is. And everything turns out cool, and she's super, you know, happy with the way things turned out. So we have to stay tuned. I think it's a 3-part Porsha's having a baby special. So it's definitely going to get a lot more intense this next episode between the moms. And so I have to keep you guys updated with that. And that has been the episode for Porsha's having a baby. So thank you guys for watching. Do your girl a favor and comment. What do you think about the baby shower? And do you think Kenya is really genuine in regards to wanting to rekindle this friendship with Porsha? Let me know what you think about that. And what did you think about Dennis's little comedy special? I thought it was a flop, but you know, some of y'all might have liked it. And please hit that subscribe button and like the video. This has been your girl Gigi. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side.